hopefully it's recording and it's working. This is gonna be a short video, hopefully, probably not, because
we ramble.
But
introduction. Hi, I'm Des, and this is Leonard.
Yeah, and fuck, let's redo that.
Okay, so how about we do this? Welcome back to Disoriented Duo. I'm Des. This is Leonard. Oh my god, you could at least tell them what we're doing before you fucking crack up.
Okay.
This is what I have to deal with.
I can speak English, I swear to God. Oh my God. So today we're gonna tell you how we gained our animals, which we didn't exactly adopt them. We kind of just
Mine.
yeah. Okay, with most of them it was like, all right, mine, and then with two of mine it was like, hey, we're just gonna stay here. Well, at least one of them was like that.
What? That's how we got one of our dogs.
Jinx, this is my house now.
Fight me, bitch.
Tell me to go. Nope, not leaving. All right, so that's what our video is gonna be about today. It's a short story time. We're just talking about our individual animals because my family has too many animals to talk about. And her family has quite a bit of animals too. So my very first personal animal ever was a black cat named Soup. And I guess we rescued him, yeah. My godmother lived in Big Bear and had him in Big Bear, so he grew up in Big Bear and was like a total outdoors hunting cat. And I think she was moving. She got evicted from one of the cabins she was living in, and she couldn't take her cats because she was moving into a trailer. And my mom was like, okay, we'll bring them down here. And I think my god sisters ended up staying with us for a couple months too, while she found an actual place where they could live. And she lived in the trailer by herself or something like that. I don't remember the full story, but I ended up getting Soup. And at first I was like, what the heck is this? Because he was like this giant black cat, and he had the oddest meow ever. It was like a squeak, not a meow. Like how did it go? It was like meow, meow, meow. Like we used to make fun of him. That's how we used to call him to come home, and like that's how he meowed. It was so weird. I don't know. I didn't name him personally, so I don't know how he got his name.
Maybe he likes soup.
Well, we kind of figured because when you would pet him, he would just kind of
turn into soup.
Yeah, and it was cute, but he was so big. He was kind of heavy when he did it, but he was an awesome cat. He was the one when we had like tall weeds in our backyard. We caught him doing like backflips in the weeds, trying to get out. He got a hummingbird, correction. He actually caught a hummingbird in midair, and my mom went, Soup, no! And she took off after him, and he just has the hummingbird in his mouth, and he runs up the tree, and she's like, oh my God, no! Because it's supposed to be bad luck if you kill a hummingbird. He's no longer with us. Don't know exactly what happened to him. We just found his flea collar. It was a great cat, though. Funny as hell. Great cat. Your turn.
My first one was Boy, and forgive us for the name because we weren't supposed to keep him. We were hanging out at my house one time, and we were sitting there in the garage, and then there's this stray dog like walking the street, and I've always been an animal lover, so I was just like, Mom, can I feed him? Mom, can we keep him until someone looks for him? So I went, I think I got a piece of bologna or something, and I was just like, here. she's just like, fine, like we can keep him until someone starts looking for him. I was like, yay! He was a really old dog. He would be inside and he knew how to beg and everything. So we think he was someone's pet that might have gotten out. But we were constantly looking for like lost dog signs and we never found any. So we ended up keeping him. But since we had already like nicknamed him Boy because he was a boy. And it was just something not to get too attached to him.
Yeah.
Yep, we had that dog until it died. And I cried my fucking eyes out. I was just so sad. And my mom was like, it's okay. Like, this stuff happens. Like, I was there holding his dog food crying because I was going out to feed him. Yeah, it was really sad. He was really old, though. But I'm happy we gave him, like, a fucking place to live until he passed away.
The second cat I got was like a week after Soup had disappeared, or that we found his flea collar and assumed he got like hit by a car or something. And it was this little kitten at my sister's ex's house. I guess their mom and dad or dad something. What the parents of this kitten got attacked by her ex's neighbor's dog. And I guess one of the kittens wound up in the engine of the neighbor's car. And then my sister was able to catch the kitten that she gave me. And she brought it to me. I wanted nothing to do with him because I had just lost my cat. I was still upset. You know, it was my first cat and we had no idea what happened to him. And then she brings me this kitten who's also just an all black cat. And I'm like, I don't want this thing. Like, get it away. And so my parents ended up, like, forcing me to take care of it and, like, babysit it and everything. And they were like, you have to give him a name. And I was like, I don't want to give him a name. So I was watching him one day, and I ended up putting, like, one of those empty toilet paper rolls on him, like, on his back. And he just kind of, like, inside of it, and I was like, what the heck? And it just, I don't know why it made me think of the little turtle off of Finding Nemo. And I was like, you're Squirt. And that's his name, Squirt. We call him Baby Man now because he's like a full grown cat, but he's like this big and chubby. He looks like a little bulldog cat. Yeah, he walks with his hands like this. It's freaking weird. But he's heavy as hell. Like, if he sits on your chest, you won't be able to breathe. It's so bad. But yeah, he hates me.
He was my cat, but he hates me now.
He hates me. He's evil Death Kitty of Doom. Well, that's what I call him now. He loves my mom and my godbrother Kevin. I don't know why he hates me, but he does. Well, I guess it's I hated him when I first got him, so
payback, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still alive, and he's a little turd, and he literally tries to kill every cat besides Molly.
Oh.
Molly is my mother's cat. Yeah. Your turn.
Oh, my second animal is my doggy Nova. So, I think I had just started,
I got it. Keep going. Keep going. If you keep going, I don't have to edit.
You're still gonna have to edit, bitch. Anyways, I got my second pet. It would be my dog Nova, and she is a pit bull. I got her, I think, after I started working at Toys R Us. One of my days off, I was just going through my Instagram feed, and one of my classmates had put it up on Instagram saying that they were getting rid of this dog. It was a pit bull. She was a baby. And I have this thing where especially pits are animals that are very much looked over. And I knew that I didn't want this dog to go into the wrong hands. So I asked her how much, and she gave me a price of $150 for this pit bull. So
You could just see the frustration in my face.
So, introduction.
Oh wait, I thought I was using the introduction from the other video.
Oh, true. So we're gonna just start from where I got cut off.
Whatever. No. Let's go. Ow! God dang.
Oh my god. Okay, so back to this part. I paid $150 for my pit bull because I didn't want her to go to any dog fightings or anything. So that is how I got my second puppy. Yeah, basically. She's 2 years old and like 3 months, and she's living her happy little life.
I'm gonna insert a small video of her annoying the shit out of me.
It only seems fair.
Yeah. She's a lovely dog. Nicest pit bull I've ever met. And the video's funny. Just now. Okay, who was I on? Jinx. Oh my god. Okay, so everyone, not everyone, me and my brother fight over whose cat this is, but he's 100%.
I'm hungry.
I have gum. I sucked it back in. Okay, so me and my brother fight over whose cat he actually is, but if you ask my parents, he's my cat. And he's 100% like me.
A bitch.
Okay, but yeah, bitch. Okay. We were staying at a Motel 6 before we were able to move in the house that we're currently in. I think it was being inspected before we moved into it. And so we had all our animals with us. We're staying at a Motel 6 and we had all our animals with us. We had 2 rooms because we had one room with all the cats and like me, my mom, my dad, my younger brother, and then the other room was my 2 older brothers and the dogs. Because, you know, dogs and cats don't go together. Well, one day, I think we were there for like a week before we actually were able to move into the house. And there was a bunch of like stray cats outside that Motel 6, and clearly they were just like left there. They had to be domesticated some sort of way, because when we got Jinx, he was fully potty trained and everything. But he's like this calico cat. He's really beautiful, and he was fixed.
You can insert a picture here.
Yeah. There. And but yeah, my mom and dad and my little brother went to the store, and I stayed to watch the cats. And I don't think it was the store. I think they were just picking up dinner. And they came back, and Jinx was just sitting outside the door. And so my mom was like, oh, he looks hungry. So I think we gave him like chicken, or we gave him some cat food. We gave him something to eat. And then the next time my mom opened the door, he just like walked in. Like, yeah, this is my
What's
house
up, bitches?
now. Like, you guys fed me, I'm yours. And my mom like kept trying to keep him out, and he wouldn't. And then he went over to, because it was our room, and then there was like a little walkway, and then it was where the boys were staying. And he went over to their room, and he did the same thing. He just walked straight in, but all the dogs were in there, so he immediately just ran under the bed. And we just kept him. It didn't faze him at all, and he ended up staying in my room when we got into the new house, because the other cats weren't used to him. You know, they would growl at him and hiss at him, and he's like, I just want to be your friend, I'm sorry. And yeah, he he has a personality. If you've ever met him, he has a big personality. He yells at my dad when he wants to go out. Well, he'll yell at anyone when he wants to go outside. If you mess with him, she learned that. She was like doing this over his head, and he was like, "Arr!" And yeah, if you mess with him, he'll get upset.
Bit me! He bit me!
Yeah, he bites. If you mess with him, he'll bite you. With me, I like to mess with him because he's my cat, but I can just pick him up and be like, "What are you doing?" and he'll stop. Other people, not so much, but yeah, he just kind of was like, "Yeah, I'm part of your lives now. Can't do nothing. I ain't leaving." And we didn't have to do anything really, because normally when you get a stray cat, you have to like get him fixed, you have to potty train him and everything. But he knew what a litter box was. He's horrible at eating out of his bowl. We moved my dresser one day, and there was like a huge pile of cat food just behind my dresser. And I'm like, "Dude, I thought you were eating it all. Just eat this." And he just ate it off the floor too. But he was fixed and everything, so he had to be, one of those cats that they just left. Well, actually, I can kind of see if someone didn't want him, because he is kind of a difficult cat to deal with. But
it's not nice to just leave cats.
But I love him. He's an awesome cat. He's funny. And he loves me. If I spend the night over at my parents' house, he'll sleep with me. He likes to sleep by my head. But he drools. Yeah, he drools.
The last one is how I got my kitty Miko. I can't have cats though. I'm allergic. By my dad's house there's a lot of stray cats. I don't know how. We used to be the cat people. We used to have a ton of cats. We didn't get them fixed when I was younger. But slowly they started venturing off, getting hit, like sad stuff. Like, we were so upset when any of our animals would disappear, but that has become our neighbors now. But they have a ton of cats and they keep mating and mating and mating. So one time I went and I think I was picking up mail from my dad's house. And I'm there and I see this little stray cat. It looks like the runt of the family. It was like really tiny. Linda, over here.
I'm trying to see if it was a motorcycle.
No. It was a little tiny cat. It was gray, and I was just like, "Oh, I wonder if it'll let me pet it," because I love cats, even though I'm allergic. So I went and I got on my knees and I tried to pet it, and it let me pet it. I was just like, "Oh, I wonder if it'll let me pick it up." So I go and I grab it and I pick it up. And I'm just petting it and I look under his belly. His whole belly. Bye, car. His whole belly is full of fleas. And he is a baby, like a really teeny tiny baby. And I was just like, I can't put him back. I gotta take him. He's mine. I gotta give him a flea bath. He initially was supposed to get rescued. So I took him home. I bathed him like 3 times that day to try to get all of the fleas off. Which I know is probably not okay to shower him 3 times in one day, but
Was it consecutively?
No, I'd give him like...
No, that's fine. Should be fine if you gave him time.
Yeah, I would wash him, and then I'd let him walk around, dry off, and see if there's still fleas. And if there's still fleas, I'd give him another one.
Should be fine.
But,
well, clearly it was fine. He's still alive.
Yeah. So, after that, I was just like, okay, he's doesn't have no more fleas. And, slowly started letting him wander around the house. And I was just like, let me see if I can get someone that wants a cat. Because, like I said, I'm allergic. I'm not, like, highly allergic, but I do get a runny nose. I sneeze. I get watery eyes. And
Your asthma gets triggered.
Yeah, my asthma, and
I think you would be fine with breathing if it wasn't for how bad your asthma is.
anyways, and then I was supposed to give him to a coworker, but she never got back to me, and he started getting attached with the parents' cat. Her name, what is her?
Refugio?
Yeah, her name is Refugio, and they nicknamed my cat Pelos, but I did not like it, and I told them every time they called him Pelos that his name was Miko. His name is Miko. This is his name. Like, don't call him by anything else. I want him to know his name. So he comes by Miko, and he is living his best life with Refugio, and I miss my cat so much.
Oh, I guess my last. Well,
we can insert a clip of Miko here too.
So I guess the last one for me is mine and my boyfriend's dog.
I'm sorry.
Get off your phone, and you won't see weird shit. Hold on. Let me read.
She lost her train of thought because of me. I stirred it off the track. Exactly.
Lucky. That's so me and my boyfriend have a dog named Lucky, and we rescued him. I don't know where his mom exactly found him. I think you said
Craigslist or like offer up.
Yeah, it was like on Craigslist or on a site that that you're not supposed to give away animals on.
Which is a majority of them, so stop fucking giving away animals.
And she showed him to my boyfriend first because he had just lost both of his dogs like a month earlier. And they wanted a new dog, but they wanted a larger dog because they had a beagle and a corgi, which are both really small dogs. Well, I mean, the corgi was kind of fat.
Are all corgis fat?
Oh, you never saw him. Kino was fat. Like, you can barely see his little legs. He looked like the corgi off of Up. The little fat tan dog on Up. I'll send you a picture. I think I have a picture of Kino somewhere. But so Lucky, I guess she fell in love with his eyes, and his eyes are beautiful. You'll see it at the end. And when we first got him, we went and picked him up at, I think, a PetSmart or a dollar store. We just met up with the owner, and we got him, and he was super skinny. He was super scared. He didn't really want to come with us. My boyfriend had to pick him up and put him in the backseat of my car. And, we took him to Petco and had him checked out, and then we made the appointment with the actual vet to give him his shots and everything. Because I think he was only like 6 months when we first got him, so he didn't have anything yet. And then we got him home, and then we realized, I think it was my boyfriend realized it. And then he was like, babe, what are these? And I looked, and he had ticks on him. Like, all in his paws, on the back of his ears. And it was so sad. He's like, how do we get rid of them? I was like, well, we can do the tick remover drop things, and we can do mineral oil. So we covered him in mineral oil. If you guys don't know, if you have an animal that has a tick or has many ticks, you can spray mineral oil on the area, and it suffocates them, and it forces them to release and jump off the animal because the oil suffocates them.
Suffocates?
Yeah, suffocates.
This thing suffocates?
Whatever. I pronounce things weirdly. And he is now 2 years old, almost 2, almost 3, something like that. I don't know. We've had him for a while. And he is like 110 pounds. When he stands on his hind legs, he's taller than me. And yeah, he's an adorable puppy that loves to play and wrestle. But he's a really good listener. He listens most of the time. He has a problem listening when other dogs are around. No, it's charging my phone is gonna turn off. My phone will die.
Die!
I'm only at 17%. Yeah, and that's how we got lucky. It was, yeah. He's an awesome dog, though. I love him. I think that's it.
That is all of our animals that we personally own.
Yeah. There's other animals that were important to me that weren't personally mine. They're like my dad's or my brother's.
There's a lot of animals between us that we have had, and if we wanted to talk about every single one of the animals we've had, saved, seen, was given, this would probably be like maybe a 2.5 hour video, because she has a shizzle ton, and
yeah, I've had a lot of animals. For the friends of mine that are watching this, they know I used to live on a farm. So I had a lot of different animals. I mentioned my rooster before.
Craig.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have been a Pokemon nerd like me and my brothers.
I didn't say how I got Craig.
Ooh, you forgot about Craig. It's okay, no one really likes Craig. I'm in on the show.
Oh, I love Craig. No, okay, so how I got Craig is kind of a crazy story. My grandma, the farm that I lived on was my grandma's. And she had a goat.
Oh my god.
Named Gigi.
Fucking Linda, leave the goat alone.
And when we were moving out of that house, we gave her to a lady who said she was a rescue. Turns out she wasn't.
So what happened to Gigi?
We got her back, remember? When we moved to the Bloomington house.
Oh.
Yeah, so me and my family ended up moving into a small farm area. And we decided, okay, we're going to take the goat back. So we went and got her. But when we got her back, she was pregnant. So this lady was breeding them. And if she needed money, she would take them down to the meat market. Yeah. There was once where her and her significant other were breaking up because she had issues. And this family was like, oh, we need someone to take our goat, and she went and picked up the goat and she brought him over to us. This goat legit had like a collar and everything with like the tag and its name, the number if it like wandered off, the address and all of it, like you would do for a dog and a cat. And she was taking it down to the meat market so she can get money. Yeah. And I was pissed. I was like, dude, what if we left Gigi with her longer? Well, the husband was like, no, just go, because she wasn't fit. Like, she wasn't a good person. And we ended up, they had the chickens that kind of flew. They would lay eggs up in trees. And he found some of the eggs, and he was like, I don't know who the mom is. So my mom was like, oh, we'll take them. We'll just have our chickens sit on them. And it turned out like all of them were roosters and like 2 were hens. And that's how I ended up getting Craig. Yeah, it was, when you have that many, we had like 12 roosters. And you have to keep them away from the hens or else you're gonna have more. And that was a difficult process. But Craig was the largest one. And he would like sit on my shoulder when I'd get home. When I'd come home, I'd be like, Craig! And he'd, do his little crow. And I'd let him out of his cage while I fed the rest of them. And he would just sit on my shoulder, watching me feed the other animals. Or I would go outside and read my books, and he'd just be chilling either on the table, on my lap, or on my shoulder.
It's kind of funny. Like I said, you could have been a Pokemon nerd like us. We had a bird named Pidgeotto. We had a turtle named Squirtle. Like,
my mom's turtle's name's Yertle.
Nah, we had turtle.
Yertle the turtle.
We had a turtle named Moses, but Squirtle ate Moses.
Anyways, that's our short story time of how we got our personal animals. Maybe we'll do another story time of like our siblings' animals, and
we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be a video when we get like a lot of followers and they don't mind sitting through our fucking stupid asses telling stories.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it for today.
Like,
subscribe. Or not, we can't tell you what to do.
we can always try to persuade you, but like, I don't think it's gonna work.
It hasn't in the past, so.
Well, that's it for now. Bye.
See you later.